Welcome, welcome, welcome. All constitutional rights invoked now waived. Welcome everybody. My name is Mark McCormick. Welcome to Deception Stoppers channel. We're going to provide a brief update. I'm going to make this as brief as I possibly can. I'm going to run through a couple questions that people have been asking over and over again that I want to put those questions and those matters to bed in this video once and for all. I don't want no one asking about that no more because they're taking it out of context and creating mayhem, okay? Creating confusion, all right? So again, for clarification, let's first start off by saying that yes, my brother did have a stroke in 2015. It was a T.I.A. stroke. It was a T.I.A. stroke. For those who don't know what a T.I.A. stroke is, a T.I.A. stroke is a mini stroke. It's not severe. It's not really serious. And so that was basically his wake-up call in 2015 to change his life and to change his lifestyle. So that's where I came in. And that's where I came in and I started training him, exercising in the gym, working out, eating, change the diet, everything. So he had a total lifestyle change. And so the world watched his whole entire appearance change, his body change. And many of you who was following him on social media, whether it was Facebook or Instagram, you would follow many of his stories or look at his pictures and you would see him and I exercising, taking pictures, doing pull-ups, all kind of stuff. So, you know, his performance in the gym was impeccable. He could do 25 wide pull-ups with 25 pounds strapped to him, you see. So again, it's really hard to believe any of the heart attack narrative, you know, and it's really interesting. Let me address that right now. Let me go ahead and put that to bed. Um, that isn't documented anywhere. Like, I haven't seen any documentation or proof or findings of that, and it certainly isn't on the death certificate. So I'm actually confused of who even put that out there, who even came up with that, and who put it out there, and how did you put it out there, and how do you know it if the medical examiner don't know it? So if the medical examiner don't know that it was a heart attack, how the hell do you know, or any of these other people know it was a heart attack? Okay? So why does the death certificate say unknown pending investigation? Why is that if it was a heart attack? Okay? So that's exactly why I said there's a system to this thing here, because you know it looks like someone put the narrative out too premature. Okay, the right hand didn't know what the left hand was doing, and so now there's a bunch of confusion, and people that know how the real world works and how things go, they're confused. They're like, okay, well, wait a minute, how are you saying it's a heart attack, and if why is his brother saying that he was killed and you're saying it was a heart attack? Okay. So what do you have? What does the death certificate says? The death certificate says unknown pending investigation. Okay. So well then how can you say it was a heart attack? Because there's people out there that want you to believe it was a heart attack. There's people that are out there, again, I'm going to say it again, they want you to believe that so it can look like that. All right. But we're not having it. We're not having it. We're going to call it for how it is. So a lot of people also wanted me to address and say, well, what video is you talking about? Where's the video? That was one of the big questions. A lot of people were saying, well, where's the warning video? Where is the warning video? Where is it? And so the warning video from last year was actually locked. Okay? It was actually locked. They thought I deleted it. They thought that I deleted that video, but I didn't. I actually locked it and I saved it on a couple flash drives and I gave it copies to a lot of different people that I trusted. So what I did was on Saturday, I unlocked the video so that people can go back in time through that video and listen to my warning and heed my warning. So now when you fast forward today in real time, everything that I was concerned about in that video, everything that I was suspicious about in that video has now become a part of these matters surrounding his death. Okay? And as you guys seen on this Deception Stoppers channel, we went through a lot of different court cases and we went through a lot of different stuff that was unnecessary in the state of Ohio dealing with corruption. All right. So we went through a lot of that unnecessary stuff, and I believe that some of that is definitely a part of this situation. It's definitely a part of the situation, especially because he was forced to release the defendants from the lawsuit, just as I was worried about in the last video, okay? And I was worried about his safety, and now he's no longer with us. So now we got the defendants was all released from the lawsuit. They forced them to do it. And then he's no longer with us, okay? All right? So those are the two main things that I addressed in the video from last year that I was warning about. So I wonder how many people here believe in coincidences, okay? And for you guys here that believe in coincidences, okay, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. That's your prerogative. But for you guys that suffer from cognitive dissonance, meaning that when someone tells you something that's hard to believe, you automatically write it off as not true. Okay, when your child comes to you and your child tells you that someone is doing something to them at school, or someone is bullying them, or someone is touching on them, or someone is doing that to them, you're going to use that same cognitive dissonance and you're going to dismiss them. You're going to disregard that. And see, this is a prime example, and this is a lesson to all of the people out there. When you have someone that is coming to you and trying to tell you something about someone else that both of you may love, it is important to not only listen to what they're saying, but internalize it. Even if you don't believe it, there's something that you're going to be able to find in that information that's going to be able to save a person's life or slow down the process from harm, okay? But a lot of people, they don't want to believe what's hard to believe. Just because something is hard to believe, it does not make it untrue, okay? And this is why we have so much deception going on in our world today, especially in the United States. I'm going to say it again, especially in the United States, because it's too many people easily deceived here. It's way too many people easily deceived here. And it's too many people being taken advantage of. And it's too many people that's going through this. Okay, this is happening to other people right now. This is going to be somebody else next year. And next year, and next year, and next year. Somebody else, friends and family won't believe them when they crying out for help, to help this person that's in danger, okay? So, that's basically what the situation is. And so, again, as far as our investigation, we have initiated it. It has started. And we do have private investigators. And we have all kinds of stuff. So we will be sharing the tools that we have, implemented to get the answers that we need. And again, we need as much support as possible, because this is not something that can be done overnight. This takes work. This takes hard work. This takes man hours and work. This thing takes picking up the phone. This thing takes making visits. This thing takes research. This thing takes time. This thing takes analysis, comparing comparing medical reports, comparing medical examiners' reports. This thing is deep. So it's not something that you're going to come up with the answers to everything within a week or two. All right? Okay? So we need as much support as we can from everybody, and we will be making a Reddit. We will be making a Reddit. Deception Stoppers will be making a Reddit, and I will be posting that on the. I will be making that announcement on the community board of this channel. So again, I wanted to just address those issues because those questions keep coming up, and I keep having people saying, "Oh, well, Mark is being dishonest because he didn't talk about Moses' 2015 stroke." First of all, it was a T.I.A. stroke. It was 6 years ago. It was 2015. It's already known that everybody know he had a stroke in 2015. That's known, and that's why he changed his life, and that's why I came into his life and helped him with his matters, helped him with all of that, and we got through all of that. And so once we got through all of that, you know, I guess apparently it was a problem, so the girl had to be sent. Okay, the girl had to be sent to fuck everything up. All right. So again, I just wanted to provide everybody an update. Again, if you have any questions, I'll address your questions in the comment section. And for all of you guys who keep saying, be careful and all of this. I don't care about being careful. I don't give a damn about being careful. A life was stolen. Okay? A life was stolen. There's no space and room for fear here. Okay? Okay? For those of you who don't know who I am, and for those who are here and who are just meeting me, I don't operate in fear. Okay, I don't operate in fear, and I don't care that much. All right. So again, if you have any questions, enter them in the comment section. We will be making weekly videos from this point on to provide information, whether it relates to the update on my brother's situation or if it's a breaking news update with something else. So if you have any questions, enter them in the comment section, and we see you again in a week. See you again next week.